with you guys, to understand, I'm not Mike Bauer, I'm Jeremy Hucks. You guys understand? You can be excited in different ways, but understand I like to hoot and holler and do all that too, but I only got 5 minutes. So understand that Mike talked about belief, and that goes hand in hand with what I want to speak with you guys about today. I understand a lot of you are in this front row, a lot of you are on the second row, a lot of you are on the back row. It doesn't matter where you're at, where you're sitting, it's where you see yourself at. Does that make sense, you guys? Write that down. If you have a pen in your hand or paper in your hand, write it down. Want to know why? Because millionaires in front of us are writing things down, okay? It's very easy, you guys. It's simple stuff. Get it down, write it down. Be getting into it, you guys. Like I said, my name is Jeremy Hucks. I've been doing this company for about 2 months. Very new to it, but I knew that when we came to this company, that we had one thing to do: change people's lives. And how can we do that, you guys? By first changing ours. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Is that hitting some heartstrings? You got to first change yourself. And here's a little story I want to kind of transition to. How many of you have ever been on a plane? Everybody? How many of you guys have ever seen those little mask thingies that fall from the whatever it is? What do you do with that mask when they all fall? What do you do first? You put it on yourself first. Why? Because you can't make a change around you until you make a change inside of you. Does that make sense? Okay, so I understood that when I started this business, there were a couple of things that I had to overcome. That was within myself. I knew that there were things other people had to overcome, and I understood more than anything that before I could save my best friend, before I could help my mom get covered, before I could do this, before I could do that, I had to do it for myself first. Yeah. So you guys understand, a lot of you in here this evening, like I said, I only got 5 minutes, I wish I had more time, that you all have an opportunity to change the lives around you, but first you got to make the difference inside yourself. You know, you can't save Sally next to you until you save yourself. Before you guys go out there and want to grow that giant team, you guys want everyone to show up to the events. You want people to fly on a plane. You want people to put their money and their time and their energy into what you're talking about. You first have to do it yourself. How many of you guys want people to go to Oklahoma with you? Everybody. You want 20 people there because you make that $40,000, correct? Yes or yes? And your actions. How many of you guys have bought your tickets? Exactly. How many of you guys want your team to grow your business for you, but you have yet to add 2 or 3 memberships yourself? Come on. You guys understand? That's the problem with America today. We want everyone to do everything for us. We want the government to fix our problems. We want the mom and dad to fix their problems. We want the school and the job to fix their problems. If you want to make a change, you got to be the first step. You got to be the first factor. And I'm not saying you got to be the best Mike Bauer, you got to be the best Jeremy Hucks, the best Nick, Justin. You got to be the best you. Because there are people out there who are watching you whether you know it or not. And whether you do well in this business is going to determine whether or not they take it seriously or not. Right. Whether you use what you have here is up to you. The people beside you ain't going to do it. Your downline's not going to do it. Your upline surely ain't going to do it because they're set where they're at. And if you want to get where they're at, you got to put in the work, you guys. So understand this. If you didn't hear anything else I heard, you got to first decide. Then you got to commit. Then you got to succeed. What does that mean? You got to decide that this is the right place and the right time because you can always do something tomorrow. You can always write those notes tomorrow. You can always read those notes tomorrow. You can always read that 10 pages tomorrow. But guess what, you guys? We ain't promised tomorrow. At the end of the day, you got to commit on the decision you have made. What does that mean? It means showing up when you don't have no one there. That means taking a credit card and paying for the hotel room to go even though you're not getting paid. That means going and driving 30 minutes with the product, with the information that you have. That means buying tools. That means going out of what the little circle that you see. Get yourself out the box and look down on it. And then succeed. I'm not talking about winning here. I'm talking about succeeding. Because you can win at a lot of different things. And wins lead up to success, you guys. But succeed. Succeed in your family life. Succeed in your financial future. Succeed in your physical appearance. Succeed in every aspect because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I'm not saying none of us in here are perfect like I said. But you have to decide. Decide. You have to commit, which is a whole lot harder than the decision. And then the success comes. You can't have the succeed, then you go back to the committing part. You can't commit because you don't even know what you're committing to without the decision. Does that make sense, you guys? Kobe is not great because he has Kobe sneakers. Kobe is not great because he plays on the Lakers. Kobe is great because he decided at a young age, he committed to going to practice, giving up on the parties. He committed to going to the practices. He committed on learning how to dribble, learning how to shoot from right here, learn how to shoot from right here, learn how to shoot from right here. He committed and now he has the success. So you guys in your legal business, decide, commit, and then you can succeed as much as you want.